Time to play the game. Time to play the game!
Hello everyone, and welcome to MMO Hunter. This week I'm taking a scouting mission into Wildstar Reloaded. Recently, Carbon relaunched its SciFi MMO Wildstar. The relaunch was to implement a vast amount of quality of life updates and release the game as free to play. I don't think Carbon was quite prepared for the massive influx of new and returning players. The first couple of days of the relaunch was plagued with multiple hour queues, client crashes, and horrible lag. The developers were quick to add additional servers to handle the load, however, and it seems that most of the issues are now resolved. So let's take a closer look at Wildstar. Wildstar has two factions with 8 different races to pick from. On the Exile side, we have humans, Granok, Mordash, and Aran. On the Dominion side, we have Cassians, Kari, Draken, and Shua. Customization here gives you a group of presets for different options such as body type, hair, skin, and faces. Though faces are preset, you can adjust the facial features to get your character to look just the way you want. Wildstar offers up 6 different classes, each with their own unique playstyle. Warrior is a heavy armor DPS and tank class specializing in big hits and plenty of armor and health to wade into any fight. Spellslingers are a light armor-wearing DPS and healing class specializing in mobility and burst damage, as well as powerful mitigation shields and proactive healing. Espers are another light armor DPS and healing class with strong crowd control, sustained magical damage, as well as multi-target attacks and healing. Engineers, much like the Warrior, are another heavy armor DPS and tank class that utilizes an array of bot companions to generate high threat and plenty of emergency cooldowns to keep them alive. Stalkers are a medium armored DPS and tank class with high mobility, evasion, and stealth capabilities. And finally, medics are a medium armored DPS healing class with AoE damage, healing shields, and strong group utilities. On top of your class, Wildstar has you pick a path. A path is one of 4 different jobs that will dramatically change your playing experience. Each path allows you access to different events, items, and abilities, as well as granting path cosmetic rewards and titles. The Explorer has you explore, staking claims and discovering hidden areas in the game environment. This is perfect for people who like puzzles and finding every point of interest on a map. The Soldier has you putting your fighting skills to good use, taking down enemy targets, defending rally points, and testing out new gadgets and weapons. Settlers gather resources that they can use to create outposts for themselves and other players. These outposts provide buffs and other goodies and are a welcome sight by all players. Scientists use a scan bot to learn about the environment around them. If you love lore, being a scientist will enable you to unlock even more of Wildstar's mysteries. One recent alteration to Wildstar is its introduction. Wildstar has 3 different ways to start the game: a new to MMO mode, a new to Wildstar mode, and a veteran mode. This was a new tutorial feature added to help players more easily understand the game. However, I didn't like the new tutorial experience. The new to MMO mode is short and so simplistic it's virtually pointless having you move from point A to point B and kill something. The new to Wildstar mode is somewhat important if you've never played, but even this has been truncated. It's not as good as the former tutorial, having cut out some of the intro quests to get you to the planet's surface faster. I'm also not a big fan of the tone established for these tutorials, making the game seem like every other MMO with a super serious arc that frankly wasn't necessary. Apart from this real lack of a good tutorial, the game mechanics are quick to pick up, so it won't take you long to get the hang of gameplay. One thing to understand about Wildstar: Wildstar is fun. Its graphics are fun, and once you hit the surface of Nexus, you're going to be bombarded with over-the-top voiceovers and comical plots. Not to say Wildstar doesn't have its serious moments, but from start to finish, the game is a refreshing mix of fun, humor, and satisfying mayhem. Even death is amusing as the game taunts you for your inability to stay alive. The game's style may not be for everyone, and those who don't like cartoony graphics are going to probably scoff at the title. But I find Wildstar's design, character, and environments to be full and rich, making you truly feel like you're walking on an alien world with all its accompanying and often very dangerous flora and fauna. It's highly recommended you play with the game sound on. Not only are cutscenes voice acted, but the game has some of the best sound design and music in any MMO out there. Speaking of mayhem, combat is fast, fun, and interactive, with telegraphed attacks for both you and your opponent. The game encourages mobility. Standing still is a surefire way to end up dead if you're not paying attention. Once you hit level 10, you'll be able to start picking and choosing your abilities and setting up action sets. Abilities are broken into 3 categories: Assault, Support, and Utility. Assault, focusing on damage and attacks, Support on buffs and healing, and Utility on mobility, debuffing, and interrupts. As you level, you'll get skill points to put into certain action set abilities to increase your effectiveness. Along with your action set abilities, you will also have access to amps. Amps are a means of increasing certain skill aspects like crit, assault, PvP power, and so on. Like your abilities, you get points to put into these as well. At level 15, players unlock their sky map. Sky maps are a fairly large chunk of player housing that starts you out with a small house that you can fill with all sorts of goodies that you've obtained in-game. Here you can even set up plots or various tasks like farming, mining, and harvesting, as well as the occasional minigame. Sky map items drop from monsters, can be purchased from vendors, and are often rewards for challenges. Challenges are repeatable mini-events scattered through every map. These challenges will usually be timed and can require anything from killing a certain amount of monsters to climbing a strange structure or licking toads, all before time runs out. Challenges now reward challenge points. Once you've earned a certain amount, rewards unlock for you, ranging from crafting materials to gear and sky map decorations. Wildstar has a wide array of professions that all play out like minigames, allowing you to craft items or their improved and altered versions depending on how you manipulate your craft. Like most other MMOs, you are limited to 2 professions, and a gathering profession does count as one, so do be selective when you're choosing your professions. Wildstar has various amounts of instance-based content ranging from single-player shipyard missions to 5-man dungeons and adventures, all the way up to 20-man raiding. PvP is not my thing, but from secondhand accounts, it can be hit and miss. Though telegraphs are fun in PvE content, they can quickly become a cluster of overlapping red boxes in PvP, making the experience overly chaotic. Though one of the more interesting ideas I've seen come out of PvP in Wildstar are war plots. War plots are a custom fortress that guilds can fill with traps, weapons, and even captured raid bosses. Guilds can pit their war plot against each other in death matches to destroy the opponent's core and get PvP rewards. With free-to-play, Wildstar introduced a cat shop that is by no means play to win. The shop is full of cosmetic items like mounts, pets, and outfits with a handful of boosts for things like reputation and harvesting. But don't get discouraged if you see a mount or costume you just have to have. The cat shop works with 2 currencies: Ncoin, NCSoft's universal game currency that you have to pay for, and Omnibits. Omnibits are slowly obtained through questing, challenges, killing monsters, and daily rewards, and can be used like Ncoin to purchase almost anything on the game shop. Final verdict. Is Wildstar worth playing? It's a fun romp that promotes you to keep on your toes and explore. With a pass system, leveling offers you different experiences each time you play. The storyline in the game has lots of twists and turns, and you'll go out of your way to get to those data cubes scattered through the game. The environments are full and beautiful, and the game style, though not for everyone, is refreshing, over the top, and fun. Combat can offer up some interesting challenges, and the telegraph system offers you a good way to figure out just how to line up a shot or get the hell out of the way. In short, though not a fan of sci-fi games, I really enjoy Wildstar. It's different, funny, and now free to play. I highly recommend giving Wildstar Reloaded a chance. If you like this video, hit the like button. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more. But till next time, this is Mythka, logging out.